Good morning, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Stamp It Up with Jamie. You may be catching this replay or watching it and joining me live. Either way, thank you so much for just spending some time with me this morning. It's 11 o'clock Eastern time on Wednesday, which is when I do my weekly YouTube live. So unless there's a special occasion or I have a scheduling conflict, I will be here 11 o'clock every Wednesday with a new card or project tutorial for you. Super excited about today's card. I'm going to dive into that in just a moment. Before I do, come on in. Let me know you're watching. Please introduce yourself. Tell me where you are in the country and the world, wherever you're joining me from. I'm in upstate New York, and I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator for, actually, what's today's date? I totally missed my anniversary and completely forgot. I've been doing this for 7 years. January 22nd, I think, is my anniversary. So I forgot to even mention it. That's funny. I just realized that. Anyways, so just one housekeeping announcement I want to give today, and then we're going to dive into the card, which I'm super excited about. Sale-A-Bration is going on right now. We are over halfway through, so we have just the rest of February. Happy February 1st. It is a brochure that comes out 2 months out of the year, full of free product, great offers, great deals, great opportunities, lots of just exciting things. You'll notice when you open your brochure, there's items that are free with a $50 order. That's what we call a level 1 item. And then towards the back, there's items that are free with a $100 order. That's what we would call a level 2 item. And starting today, February 1st, yes, Stampin' Up! Added a bunch of new product that you can get for free. These are items that are from the annual catalog. There's, I think I counted 11 level 1s, so you can get them free with a $50 order, and 1 level 2, which is the Eden's Garden bundle. Okay, so those are new items that have been added. If you have already gotten lots of things from the brochure and you're like, I don't really need anything else, a whole bunch of new stuff popped in there. There's a punch, there's paper, there's 2 kits. I'm going by my memory. There's ribbon and other things. I can't remember all the exact details, but be sure to place your order. You have until the end of February to get those orders and qualify for free product. You're going to notice at the back of your Sale-A-Bration brochure, pages 18 and 19, we have 3 amazing starter kit options. They are listed right here, page 18. There's 3. These are literally the best I've ever seen the starter kit. It's like jaw-dropping good. If I wasn't already a demonstrator, I would join. So those are on page 18. Those will also run through the end of February, okay? Love you to have you join the Art and Soul team. I love my ladies so very much, and we just have a good time. Never any pressure to sell if that's not your thing. You literally can just join and enjoy the discount and the community and be as part of as much or as little as you'd like. Okay, that's my spiel. I'm moving on. Hello, Amy. Good morning. Oh, you're having an ice storm. Good morning, Deb. The sun is actually out today. It's been literally a couple days. So it's cold, but I'm pleasant to see the sun's out there. You finally caught me live. Hello, Carol, Debbie, Sear, Judy, Sherry, Joy. Good morning, everyone. Can I say ladies? So far, there's no gentlemen, right? Good morning, ladies. I do that all the time when I put my foot in my mouth. It's so embarrassing. Hello, Ruby. Okay, let me do a little. I feel like I'm tilted. Am I tilted? I'm a little. Oh, I don't have one of my lights open. Hold on. I don't have either of my lights on. Well, that would explain why things are looking a little. There we go. It's a little brighter. Not terribly, but okay. So this week I've been using the Taco Fiesta. Even the name is so fun. Taco Fiesta Stamp. Now you're getting glares off those lights that I just turned on. Sorry. It's so fun. So fun. It has 23 stamped images. So it's got lots of these kind of fun taco Mexican themed images and really punny fun sentiments, which I love. I'm such a sucker for punny sentiments. You had me at pun. And so I've been making really fun cards. I don't normally do cutesy. I don't know if you've noticed that. But when I'm showcasing, I rarely go cutesy, just not my style. I have a hard time creating with it. But this one I had to get. I saw it and I fell in love. And so it was a no-brainer. So some of the other cards, I've made with it. On Monday on my blog, I shared 5 note cards that I made. And this was just using stamps, ink, and then the note cards. So if you're a beginner stamper or you need quick and easy, I give note cards out to my team. So I needed a bunch of them. Actually, I need more. But this is such a fun way to just use the stamps with some ink. And I used the same color, so I wasn't using too many. It just gave them a color. Holy guacamole. This one has a birthday sentiment, but I just covered that. So I just had the holy guacamole. You spice up my life. Oops. Kitty cat hair. You're not your average friend. Oh my gosh. I'm such a sucker for funny sentiments. Yesterday I shared this card and I shared it also on Instagram, and you guys are loving it on Instagram. Oh, super fun, Joy. Oh, I love that. It's awesome. And this was so easy to make. Just cut the little strips in 1/2 inch increments. Make sure you cut them long. You're going to need them longer than you think. So cut them long. That was yesterday's card. This one's today's. Tomorrow, I have a sketch challenge for our Thursday blog hop. So I was following the sketch with some creative liberty. But that's that card. And then Friday, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it, honestly. And if I remake, I don't know if I'll remake it on Instagram, but I may switch it up a little and use the Alpha Best instead of the Alpha a la mode. You'll see what I mean in a second. Looks like gum tutti frutti. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so this is Friday's card. I don't know. I took the sentiment, the spectacular, and just kind of spread it out and gave a taco background. And I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this card, but it's cute. It's fun. So we're going with it. I think the fact that it's cute, it throws me off because I just don't do cute very often. Good morning, Tina. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Appreciate the share. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. What makes today's card unique and special, and it's really hard to share this in still pictures on Instagram, on my blog, on Facebook, is that it's a spinner card. So what I mean by that is before you pop it in an envelope, you kind of give it a good wind, and then you'd pop it in the envelope. Thank you. So that when the person receiving it opens the card, right? They open it, woo, and it spins out, which is really, really fun. I wanted to do this just using the pinata and not having a circle background. And there is a way to do it. But I could not find, for the life of me, my silicone mat. So I ordered a new one. And it's coming today, but not in time. So I don't know, maybe at some point, maybe on Instagram when I do a reel or something, I'll do it how I really wanted to do it, which is just having the pinata. There's a way using your Stamparatus with the silicone mat. You can stamp the mirror image. I'm telling you all this and not even showing you, but you have to trust me, you can do it. But anyway, so this was like plan B since I couldn't find my silicone mat, but it's still super cute. Still, I just love it. I think when I saw the pinata, I'm like, you have to make it somehow interactive because it's a pinata, right? And I couldn't put like a bat, a bat or a broom image. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay, so my base is Melon Mambo, which I have to say I don't use very often. Oh no! Gosh, I'm sorry, Amanda. Stay safe. Stay safe. You can always catch the replay. This is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Again, Melon Mambo. And then I have a Melon Mambo pattern from the Brights Designer Series paper pack. You still with me? This is 4 by 5 1/4. So if you go on the online store, you open up your catalog, you'll see that the 6 color collection families. So Brights, Regals, Subtles, Neutrals, and then the 2 in colors come in packs of designer paper just in those colors. So if you're ever like, I need a daffodil delight, but I can't find any designer paper that has there is, but that's a bad example. Daffodil delight paper. You can buy these packs of paper. This is the Brights. And so you get you get designs, patterns in, this is the Brights collection and all the colors. And I'm a huge fan of these packs of paper because so many times I want a melon mambo and I can't find any. We don't have it in any of our current paper. And I really want the melon mambo. Like, I'm not really interested in substituting. I know what I want. So those packs of paper really come in handy and work nicely. So this is the dotted, or it's actually really not dots. It's actually little hexagons if you look super, super close. The little hexagon pattern of melon mambo, again, 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. Next, we got to cut a hole. So I'm going to use, this is a circle from our Layering Circles dies. It is about 3 inches round, and I'm going to cut it. Let me just double check. Why does that look so big? Nope, that's the one I used. Okay, I'm going to cut it right. Oh, I just realized I messed up. Hold on. Let's see if I can get this off. If not, I'll cut another one. Just realized I messed up. No, I got to start over. I wasn't supposed to glue it down. Can we start over? Can I get a do-over? Take 2. Oh, wrong one. Hold on. Bear with me. Bear with me. I can't believe I did that. There's that. Okay. Give me 1 second. So melon mambo scored at 4 1/4. You're going to want to cut out the circle, but not glue it down yet. 4. Luckily, you get 2 patterns in each, and I just opened that pack. So, woo. Okay, sorry. This is what we're going to do. My bad. Take 2. Okay, so you're going to want to layer the designer paper over your cardstock. Don't glue it down yet. Don't do what I just did and glue it down. Don't glue it down. So, but you are going to cut them out together. So layer the pattern over the cardstock and then cut your circle out. Don't adhere it together. Just lay it over it nicely and then cut it out. Hello, Judy. No problems at all. Hello, Vicky. Awesome. Oh. Okay, here we go. Oh, and then it just fell. Hold on. It all went flying. There we go. Whew! I'm struggling this morning. Oh, boy. It's going to be one of those already. I just started. So my designer paper isn't adhered down, but I did cut it out. Okay, so it's ready to go. And we're going to start by creating our little pinata. We need to stamp him twice using Memento Black ink. If you didn't want to do the fussy cutting, you could just stamp the pinata right on a basic white circle instead of doing the pale papaya circle. I wanted a bit more contrast. So I brought in the pale papaya circle, but I know not everyone's a fan of fussy cutting, and I get it. Kind of. No, I do. I get it. I understand. But I wanted to just bring in that other element. Oh, good. So I'm going to do some coloring. Bear with me. I didn't do anything ahead of time. I could have, and I could have fussy cut ahead of time. Didn't do that either. I got time. Hopefully you do too. So I'm coloring the tail and part of his little saddle, I don't know, cloth, fabric, using the light Bermuda Bay Stampin' Blends marker. Ooh, that name went right out of my head. I can't color and talk at the same time. Struggle is real. And so my color scheme is Bermuda Bay, Pale Papaya, and then the Melon Mambo. Oh, I forgot to do these little things. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nothing but time to spend. I got nowhere to go. Maybe you do. You can always sketch the replay. Or if you're watching the the replay, you can just fast forward. Honest to goodness. I would not be offended. Okay, so the little ears, part of that saddle, I don't know, saddle cloth. And then you got to do both of them. Now, I wish my things had come because then I could show you how to do the mirror, because then you would only have to cut once because they would all be lined up. I got the notification this morning that my Stampin' Up! Order was arriving, and I was like, of course. Is this the dark one? I wanted the light one. No, there's light. I was like, of course it's coming today. It couldn't have come tomorrow or yesterday, because that would have been what I wanted. Oh well. I'll have to remake it on social media or something. Do. Ooh, I should have put glasses on for this. I don't know if anyone's ever noticed this. I've never really talked about it, but I have a slight tremor in my hands. My 8 to 5 job is medical transcription. That's what I do. So I type medical reports. And let's see here. My youngest is 13. Wow, I had a moment there. My youngest is 13, so I've been doing it for 12 years. And unfortunately, typing, it's slowed down significantly now. But back in the day, I mean, I would type for 5+ hours, sometimes more, sometimes a little less at a time. And it's really beaten up my hands. So I have like no strength in my hands, which is kind of scary. And I have like carpal tunnel. I've never had surgery. It's not that bad, but I have a hard time, like fine manipulation. Like I have a really hard time writing. So if you get a customer card, thank you card from me, and you look at my handwriting and you go, is she like 3? I apologize. I really struggle to write. I have a hard time writing that. Whatever those muscles that it uses in my hand are shot. But that means I also have a hard time like coloring, like holding the marker and coloring. I have like a little tremor in my hand. So if you see me color outside the lines, that's why. And sometimes I'm just going fast and not taking my time, but sometimes it is because I don't know, my muscles in my hand are shot. All that to say that if you struggle with the same thing, if you struggle with coloring and maybe you oops and don't color right, give yourself some grace. It's good enough. No one's gonna critique it when they get it in the mail. Okay, there's one pinata. I mean, it's always easier when you're fussy cutting to trim down whatever you're cutting to a smaller piece. I find it's easier to sort of weave in and out of, am I in camera? I'm not even in camera. Oh my gosh. Funny enough, Judy, I struggle with writing, but I don't struggle with fussy cutting. I couldn't tell you why. It must be a different muscle in my hand. Maybe it's, I don't know. I need some hand specialist to analyze what's going on. Anybody know a hand specialist that could analyze me? Oh boy. I don't struggle with the scissor, whatever scissor motion. It's the holding a pen, holding a marker, writing. Oof. I used to have really nice handwriting. Actually, I looked back the other day on a card I had given my daughter. She keeps all my cards for her birthday. And not that long ago, like maybe 5 years ago. And I was like, oh, my handwriting looks so much better. I used to have such pretty handwriting and now I don't. Oh, well. Such is life. Okay, so go around. I also like to leave like a little border. It's kind of forgiving. So if you accidentally go too far in or you sneeze and go too far out, it doesn't really notice. It doesn't show up that much. Do. Okay, there we go. Thank you for your patience while I fussy cut. So then you need to, aren't these colors so fun? The melon bombo, the pale papaya, the Bermuda Bay, just bright and colorful. You need 2 pale papaya circles. I also use the layering circles dies. These are about 2 3/8. They're 2 sizes smaller than the opening we cut out. And I'm looking for my dimensionals. I know they're here somewhere. We're going to adhere our Mr. Pinata down. He's so cute. With, a couple, and then I throw 3 on. What is it, Amy? I don't know. I think you have nice handwriting. I'm going to throw a couple of minis on his tail just so it's not flapping in the wind. So I have 3 regulars and a mini. Come on. Don't be silly. Oh my goodness. These dimensionals. They do not. Oh, so over the weekend I was we're working on, well, we're doing some housework. So I was painting most of the molding in our house. I was upstairs in our entranceway and I was sitting on the floor and there was a dimensional backing there. I'm like, how the heck did this get up here? I swear they grow legs and just walk and like go all the way around the house. Oh, well, I'm glad. Thank you. You guys are making me feel like at least I'm not completely abnormal. Okay, so at this point, you need some white twine. It wouldn't be alive if my nose didn't start running every time. This is the 2022-24 in color Baker's twine. That's what I'm gonna use. Oh, if I pull this out, am I gonna move my computer now? It's embarrassing when I can't even read what I wrote. If you can't read it, no, I'm the same way. I'm like, what letter did I just put there? So this is I think Starry Sky. If you have any kind of twisted ribbon or twine with white, or if you just have white twine, but we do have just white twine, but you don't want a lot of it. So I'm going to sort of unravel this first and then pull the Starry Sky out. Okay. Whoop. Go away. And then this has, it looks like, I don't know, 4 fibers in it. So I just want 2 of them. You don't want too much. You could probably even do 1. Oh, this is my claws. I just want to put this claws out there. Okay. I've never done a spinner card before. Like, I've seen them done. I didn't even watch a tutorial. I was like, I can figure that out. So I was working on it Friday at my Art and Soul, my team open stamping night. We do this once a month. I open up a Zoom meeting. We all just hang out and chit chat and work on projects. Some just come to chit chat. Some are crocheting. Some are cleaning up. Anyway. So I was working on this card and I was like really struggling a little bit. So they kind of got to see the struggle behind this card. And I probably should have watched a tutorial first, but whatever, I did it. Okay, so I want to line up my string like straight down to the best of my ability. So I'm gonna put, you know what, I'm gonna use, I don't have a ton left. I see the red line of death in my adhesive roll. I'm gonna use the Stampin' Seal Plus. I don't know if it's gonna last me the whole time. That's why, because it's a little stronger. Of course you would rip because I was doing that. Okay, so I'm going to put my twine down, catch it, make sure it's center. Yeah, it's center enough. And then do the same with this guy. This one didn't get adhesive at the bit. No, I don't want you doing that. Don't do that. Okay, I'm going back to the other one because that one's being a pain. Oh, that's going to tear too. Go to liquid glue. Okay, here we go. Everything's falling. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're gonna, oh, Jamie Babarsi. I forgot I had to put adhesive on all of it. This is definitely like a do as I say and not as I do. Okay, there we go. You need to get adhesive on all of it because they need to stick together, not just where the thing is. Twine. This is making you want to make this card, right? All my struggles. You're like, Jamie, I am not going near this card with a 10-foot pole. Okay, so those are stuck pretty tightly. That's not going anywhere. I got glue on my finger. Okay, this is why you can't adhere. What did I do with it? There it is. This is why you can't adhere the designer paper to the card yet. Okay, because it's going to hide. See how you don't see the twine underneath? It's going to hide the twine. So I'm going to load this with, you know, for my sample card, I've used tear and tape. I think I'm just going to use seal though. Why not? Why not just see? If it utterly fails, then I'll say use tear and tape because it worked just wonderfully for this card. You know, why not? And the thing that I learned is that you don't want it too tight, too taut. So you'll see there's a little bit of like wiggle room here. I didn't like pull it super, super, super tight. There is a little bit of give. You know what? I'm going to throw some tear and tape over it because I'm not in the mood for this not working. So it has Stampin' Seal on the bottom. Over that, I'm just going to throw some tear and tape. And you want it, you don't want it too tight where once you spin, this is why I say this, because the first time I did it, this happened. If it's too taut, when you go to spin the center part, it'll buckle because there's no give to be able to pull that extra twine when you twist it. Okay, so you actually need it longer, and you can test it. Like, right? Twist, 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 twist. So fun. That's so fun. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Now, depending on, let me just see. Yep. You're going to want to trim your extra twine before you put your designer paper over. Thank you. You guys are so just gracious with me. Now, we're going to put our Melon Mambo. I almost want to use liquid glue. Oh, well, I've already committed to snail. To seal, I should say. Wrong animal. So I'm going around the circle. Okay. And this is kind of tricky. You got to line up your circle. That's probably maybe the hardest part. Oh, I didn't cut it inside. Let me cut it inside. Inside would be 4 by 5. Ooh, I am so sorry. I hope nobody got seasick for me completely hitting the camera. So this is the inside, 4 by 5 1/4. Like so. Now, unfortunately, there's not a ton of space on the inside to write a message. So if you really wanted to leave a longer message, maybe up there or on the back or something. I don't know. If you don't have a lot of room on the sides here because you can't go through the middle unless you want it kind of peeking through. But, you know, this is like a best wishes, love, and Jamie kind of card. Like less is more. Okay. For the sentiment, I kept things super simple and spectacular. So fun. Oh, I'm going to use my scrap from earlier. If I can find my memento, it's right in front of my eyes. Spectacular. I'm going to stamp it in memento black. Sure, that's straight enough. I was also going to add a UR. I don't know if I'm going to like it, so let's just test it. I'm being lazy and not using washi tape. But if you kind of tap it on the ink pad just so you get the words covered that you want and not all of them, you can do it kind of freehand like I did. And for these kinds of things, honest to goodness, I stamp and then I cut after. And I know I've said that before. It's literally just what works for me. I don't even know. This is like, it's a 1/4 of an inch. But it's, for me, I find it easier to stamp a small sentiment first and then trim it down than doing it the opposite. Let me just cut my UR. Again, I don't know if I'm going to use it. The problem with me, does anybody listen to Taylor Swift? Hello, it's me. I'm the problem. Is that I like the same font. And these are not the same font because they are from different sentiments. Oh, that one's too tall. Okay, hold on. I'm going to play with fire and see if I can trim this. Now, there's a good chance this is going to come out hideous. And that will be the deciding factor of whether I use it or not. I guess I'm feeling very, what's the word? Oh, boy. Oh, she's good. She's good. Listen, you guys must bring me good luck because it never works. Okay, I'm going to snip this end in a banner. So I like to go up the middle and then come angle it on one side, flip it over, angle it on the second side or the back side, and then do the same up through the middle. Come in. I don't think that's even. Is that even? You know what? It's not, but we're going to say good enough. I just know I'm going to be testing. There's no way I can do that twice. And then I may leave that. I think I'm going to use the UR. Maybe. After we're done, I may rip it off. Just keeping it honest. Oh, boy. Okay. The mini dimensionals just barely fit, but they do if you put the flat side along the long edges. Like so. Should I put the UR? You like the UR? Okay. Here's my thing. It's not very dark. I feel like I didn't get a super dark stamp out of it. That isn't fair. Whatever. I'm overthinking it. Don't overthink it, Jamie. You talk to yourself when you stamp and create. Am I the only one that talks to myself? I'm glad you like it. Thank you. Okay. You are. Do I have? I do have. I need a second hand or a third hand. I have 2 hands. I need a third hand. Oh, that was funny. How many hands does Jamie have? She thinks she only has 2. She only thinks she has 1. There. You are spectacular. Funny enough, for dinner tonight, I'm making, what am I making? I'm making white chicken chili burrito bowl. So we're having Mexican for dinner. Maybe put it on the left so the different fonts are right next to each other. Oh, that would have been a good idea. Talk to me, the paper, the ink. Okay, so what you're going to do is spin it, not too much. If you spin it too much, it will pucker the paper. Say that 10 times fast. So spin it, slip it in your envelope, spun up, okay? Pop it in the mail because we do not hoard our cards. We mail our cards. When I used to do in-person classes, at the end of every class, I would say, now go mail your cards. We do not hoard our cards, okay? So that when the person gets it and they go, oh my gosh, Jamie sent me a card. She thought of me. And it brings a smile to their face. And they go, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And then they open it and it just spins out. Isn't that so fun? I love it. And honestly, I mean, I like the pinata, but you could really load it up with some of these other images as well and make it super, super fun. Okay, so let's recap. Whether you're making super simple, like note cards, you're making a more detailed spinner card. Oh, there's another one. You can create a really fun, colorful background, add some texture. Just use take advantage of like all the puns that you can make, punny sentiments that you can make with this collection. It's really fun. This is a great one to have. Taco Fiesta Let me drop my link. I forgot to do that earlier. JamieB.com. I can't even spell my own name. JamieB.com, JAIMIEB.com has all my catch links. You can join, you can order, you can follow me on all my social medias, you can sign up for my weekly email, you can go to my blog, all my things. Okay. So from there, check out Taco Fiesta for your next order. Be sure to take advantage of the new Sale-A-Bration items that were added to the Sale-A-Bration offering. They weren't added to the brochure, they're added to the offering by the end of February. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm always here to help. Okay. So that wraps up today. Happy stamping, everyone. Have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.